that I kind of liked because
okay,
I didn't care for all the weight. I just wanted it as light as possible.
Yeah, you wanted to go up, yeah. And what
Yeah.
was the Redline factory like when you went there?
It was, I think everything was being made out someplace else because they weren't making anything. They weren't really making anything there, but it was a big facility. They didn't really give me the nickel tour, and I wasn't best friends with everybody.
Oh,
I remember when RL told me or called me, and I got hooked up on the team. There was a moment where I had to go into Lynn Caston, the owner of Redline. I had to go into his office and meet with him, and I guess I don't know if it was a negotiation or something, but I think he had the power to squash me or whatever. I was a young kid, and his office was super big, and he had this fancy race car seat for behind his desk, and he had this giant swordfish, this huge, intimidating swordfish behind his desk, and he sat there like all like kingly, and sits me down and hashes it out with me. I remember just being like, "You are squashing me with your eyes." I remember him, on the other side of the desk, staring me down like, "You are a young person, and I can squash you." And he did. He had that effect.
The intimidating factor, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I got on Redline because I don't know, for some reason RL called me, and I thought, dude, this is right after Buff. Like, I went to right around there was the TOL contest, when the TOL ramp was around, somewhere in there, and I knew of Buff, but I'd never chit chat with him. He didn't compete a whole lot. He did a ton of shows, but I went to that contest and he was there, and that was like the first time, like, dude, I got your job. And I thought,
he rode for Redline, did he, Mike Buff?
No, but he was RL's
the
end of the BMX Action Trick team.
Okay.
And now it's not that anymore. It's going to be the Redline team. And I was just like, dude, this is awesome. I have RL Osbourne as a teammate, dude. I must really be something. Like a young, dumb kid who's barely out of school, and my head is like this.
Oh, it gave you a bit of an ego, did it?
Well, I mean, everybody had, anytime you pluck a young child, a young kid, and in the 100%. Normal development of a young person, and then you pluck them out of the normal, like, I got a crappy job, and I got dumped by my girlfriend, and people don't like me, and I have to have friends, and all this stuff, and you pluck them out and have lots of people give you all kinds of compliments, and all this adoration, and some of the guys made money, and that messes up your normal trajectory for a young person.
Yeah, of course. Up until for me, up until I was about 40 plus, that would have messed me up. But,
I mean, the whole crew here, we all were tight enough to keep each other grounded. That helps to have a crew that, like, dude, you ain't that. You're not that. You're not that.